Listen, firstly, I love that you called us artists, okay? Like, respect. Instead of like, I get asked, so like, if I'm going out somewhere to have coffee or something, like, people will be like, are you an influencer? Like, and they say it with like this condescending tone. I'm like, first,
Yeah.
problem kya hai?
Chewing sounds. I can't
Eh,
deal with people eating at
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I lose my appetite, I lose my patience, I lose
Really?
my manners, I lose everything.
Welcome to Instant Bollywood. I am Divya Shaj, and this is an absolute pleasure interviewing three of you today.
Hi,
Hi,
thank
Divya.
you.
Thank you. Hi. So I am going to start off by saying congratulations. I know it's not released yet, but Engineering Girls 2 is coming up, and we're so excited. I did watch season 1, let me tell you, when it got released, and I love it. I love
oh,
it.
you said
So
you
Thank
watched or
you.
you didn't watch because I was
I
very
did watch
impressed.
it. She I did watch it.
Oh, you did.
I
Even
I was
did.
like,
I heard I
oh.
didn't.
No. I did watch it. I did. And it's amazing. So I can't wait to see what you guys have up your sleeve the next season. So can you tell us, like your fans, a little bit of what to expect from season two?
It's Engineering Girls 2.0. So, like like 20 times. I wouldn't even say double the musty, but like 20 times the musty, 20 times the shenanigans, 20 times the love and loyalty between the friends, 20 times the spice, if you've seen the trailer. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think everything, like even the scale, even the scripts, even the things that are happening in the season, everything, our own journey, our own everything, it's all like amped up. So if you're saying you enjoyed season one, you are in for a roller coaster ride for season two.
I feel like your characters, from the first season are probably a little different from your personality in real life. I don't know. It's just an opinion. But how similar are, Kiara, Sabu, and Maggu close to you in real?
I feel like it'll be interesting to hear your perspective on this because we've been talking about it. Like, what do you think? Like, similarities or dissimilarities? Is that word? Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you what I think. I think Kritika is nothing like her character in real life. Because when I look at her, like when I look at you, I think you're like this badass who wants, who gets what she wants. But you always end up taking Sabu's help in the first season. So, but then I think for Barka and Sejal, for the two of you, I think you're exactly like how you are. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, so I mean, if I were to speak for myself, the only thing similar between Barkha and Sabu is the bluntness and the straightforwardness. Like as a person, also don't kind of beat around the bush or sugarcoat things. I say it as it is because I believe that's the best form of communication. But apart from that, I am way too girly for Sabu. Like there were times,
Really?
yeah. Oh God, there were times when I wanted to do like so many things because like the Barkha and me would come out and be like, no, this is too boyish. And like Himali, who was the director, she would be like, "Arey yaar, tu Sabu hai yaar." Like so, like I think right from fashion to the body language to the way she talks to the way she carries herself,
Yeah.
Sabu is very different, yeah, from me as a person.
What about you, Sejal?
For me, the only similarity would possibly be I also did street play when I was in college. So that was the only thing that's similar. And also, I wanted to be an actor when I was a kid in college and stuff like that. So I guess that's the only similar thing. Kiara is, oh God, like she was in this toxic relationship, didn't really know
Yeah.
what to do. I don't think I would settle for that kind of bullshit ever,
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and also just she's a little like at least in the second season she's a little bit more boisterous, so that is my alter ego, I would say. Like when I'm being totally myself and I don't care like what how someone's perceiving me or what, then I can be like that. So I had a lot of fun playing that. That's what I've been telling everyone, that it was nice to play that like mean senior. That's like my alter ego sometimes.
Right. Amazing. And Kritika, what about you?
So in real life, as a person, I would say I'm somewhere between Sabu and Kiara.
Okay.
And definitely one trait which is exactly similar to Maggu is that I love to clean and I love to organize. I have major OCD. And otherwise, yeah, I'm not much like her.
Okay. So what are some of the craziest memories that the three of you must have had, during your school or college days?
My school days, I was super like rebellious, and I was always like bunking classes. Like I used to play basketball when I was in school. So मैं पूरे time court में पड़ी रहती थी. Like हर except for my class teachers period, because she knows, attendance mark करती है, so she knows who's present and all. But the others, like me and my two other friends, हम भाग जाते थे to the basketball court और पूरा दिन खेलते रहते थे. तो मैं बहुत bunk करती थी, बहुत मस्ती करती थी school में. मेरा तो यही था यार. And all the teachers always thought कि इसका कुछ नहीं होगा life में. Like everyone was always very like, even now when they look at me now, they're always very like, oh, they're not, they're like, I don't know how this happened to her in her life. And yeah, and people who look at me now are like, you were rebellious in school. Like, that's very hard to believe.
Wow. Okay. So you become a whole different person now that you're out of school.
Yeah, I had this like very serious phase in college, like where I was very, very focused. Like, oh, I'm going to be like 100% like perfectionist and like not do one single thing wrong.
Yeah.
But I think now as I'm growing up a little bit, I'm beginning to like chill and, like enjoy myself. And now I feel settled and like down to have fun with people and still do my work, finding that balance.
Right.
So yeah.
I was quite a prankster back in my school and college. And I remember while going back from school to my home, we were like this crazy bunch of friends in the school bus. And at times when there would be no teachers on Saturdays, we would throw water on people walking on the road, or I don't know, I don't know what we would throw orange peels at them, and we would like make funny remarks or comments. I think nobody should be doing this, but yeah, we were quite a wild bunch back in school. And college was all about bunking. We were hardly in college, bunking, going for movies, like, chilling and lunches and dinners, and spending the entire day out on picnics and this and that.
Yeah, actually, just while everyone was talking, the only memory that was coming to my head again and again was from school, from the 10th grade. So again, I was this child who just kept on yapping, would never shut up. And but I was good at studies. So like every parent teacher meeting, my mom would, hear the same thing about me. Like even now, if you actually ask her, she'll be like, or like she knew exactly what she's going to hear. So she used to be like, chalo, kal PTA, kal sun ke aana hai mujhe tumhari teacher se. Because like they used to be always talking. So my teachers actually in 10th standard made me captain, which was St. Patrick's Greenhouse. And in the hope that would discipline me. But it was quite the opposite, because मैं तो discipline हुई नहीं, लेकिन पूरे school का greenhouse indiscipline हो गया. We used to have these checkings and all, because बीच में ऐसा हुआ था, like a lot of girls started bringing fancy phones and all to school, and like it was just not allowed. So they used to make the captains like just do a little check or everything, and instead of kind of pulling people out, I used to hide their phones and everything in my uniform only, क्योंकि मुझे तो कोई check करेगा नहीं. I was also like honest, so I used to pull these things off. But when teachers used to come and say who did it, I used to be the one who used to raise my hand and be like, मैंने किया, sorry ma'am. ऐसा कुछ हुआ था एक बार, and again 10th standard, I was already captain by then, and I think some teacher को हमने रुलाया था because we just wouldn't stop singing happy birthday to her for some reason. She was a Hindi teacher, she's trying to teach us, and we were just singing happy birthday. So she got really pissed off and she left, and then our class teacher came and she's like, who did it? And there was a bunch of us who did it, okay, like 20 something of us who did it. And I stood and I looked around, I was like, there's literally no one else who has stood up. And मैं idiot की तरह overconfident में ऐसे हाथ उठा के मैं खड़ी हो गई. And then my punishment was with my bag and everything. I wasn't allowed to, and I was bunking. They caught me bunking. Sorry, this was it. And they didn't let me bunk the class, but they didn't let me sit in class. तो मुझे क्लास के डोर पे 3 दिन तक अपना बैग लेके बैठना था क्रॉस लेग जमीन पे बाहर, and still attend all the classes. And I was captain by then, okay? So all these juniors, they used to be like, Didi, what happened? I was quite a troublemaker in school, and those are the only memories.
And you all do have pretty fun memories from school and college. So thank you for sharing that with us. And now moving on to questions for the two of you. So, Kritika, I'd like to start, talking about your wardrobe, because anybody goes to your Instagram, the first thing that comes to their head is like, okay, wow, amazing wardrobe and amazing dance moves. So, what
Thank
I'd
you.
like to ask you is, has fashion always been an integral part of your life? And are you a trained dancer?
Yes, it's a yes to both the questions. I mean, since a very young age, I've been very particular about what clothes I want to wear, what I like. And when my mother would take me out for shopping, when you're in school, whatever your parents would buy, you would wear it. And my mother used to have a really hard time picking up clothes for me because she would say, here, wear this. I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like the neck. I don't like the color. No. And whatever I would pick, she's like, are you sure you're going to wear that? I think it's a bit, too forward for your age. No, this is what I want to wear. This is what so I was very particular about what kind of clothes I want to wear and what I like.
Right.
And it's been with me throughout. Like, if I wasn't acting, then maybe I would have gotten into fashion.
If the three of you were not artists, what would your alternate career choices be?
Listen, firstly, I love that you called us artists, okay? Like, respect. Instead of like, I get asked, so like, if I'm going out somewhere to have coffee or something, like, people will be like, are you an influencer? Like, and they say it with like this condescending tone. I'm like,
Yeah.
first, problem kya hai?
Yeah.
And I love that you
Right.
called us.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, people do appreciate your artwork, which is not necessarily one form. So, artists. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, please tell me what. So, I think Kritika just answered. She said she would be a fashion designer.
Yeah, something related to
Something
fashion.
like that.
For
Something
sure.
related to fashion, for sure.
If
What
not
about
an
the two of you? Yeah.
I think I'd be someone who'd be working. So I'm very passionate towards animals, wildlife, environment. So either I'd be a forest ranger or I'd be something, maybe a wildlife photographer working for one of these this thing. And I don't need an alternate career choice to do this. I feel this is something I will do eventually in life. Like I enjoy, creating, shooting stuff, or just being around animals and doing whatever is there in my power to do something for that. So yeah, that's definitely something relating to animals.
I'm really passionate about like direction, music, just like putting together a whole like concept for a video or even like personal branding. Like I think I can be a really good manager for someone. I would love to do that. Just like anything around the whole creative thing. Like I would even love to like write,
Okay. Right. So I actually do have a question for you related to that. You have always given fans a little bit of your acting, your music. You've also, expressed your love for, various other hobbies. You also play basketball. I've seen a couple of interesting tricks that you have when it comes to basketball. You're a pretty good player. So my question to you is that, have you always been like this person who loves learning new things and who just wants to do more in life?
Well, I guess in secret, yes. Like I used to always love to like sing and dance around in my bathroom and like play different characters. But I don't know. In school, I just like garnered this reputation of like not being creative, and like these reputations kind of stick with you.
Right.
Never like till I started YouTube, I never considered myself creative in the slightest. Like I thought, हाँ ये दूसरे वाले बच्चों के लिए है. But now, like I'm just like shit, dude. Like I can write songs and like I can like write scripts, like and just do all these things. It's crazy. Like once you kind of allow yourself to express yourself, I think every human being has something creative inside them. You just need a little bit of like support and confidence. And yeah, I'm just happy that I'm giving myself that permission, trust myself.
Right. Awesome. So, Barkha, when it comes to you, you are, apart from being an actor, people also look up to you because you have been like this inspiration who, for people who want to like start on their own. And you've also posted so many stories and posts in your feed, be it food or acting or traveling, especially. So my question to you is, being like a consistent traveler, what ignites that, traveling passion, and where do you plan on going next?
Wow. I think I don't know what actually ignited this passion for travel, but I remember since the longest I can remember, travel is something that's always excited me. Like I come from a family of military men. Everyone's in the army or navy or everything. So there's always been a fair bit of traveling anyway. Though I kind of, my dad did the traveling and we stayed in Bombay after I started schooling and all of that. But I think since the longest I can remember, I have always, yearned to get outside and like travel. And I never knew, like, if you'd asked me 10 years ago, even, I never thought in my wildest imagination that I could make it a part of my career. I could make it that I would actually, have commercial deals with tourism of different countries that I always really wanted to go to, like Australia, Uzbekistan, all these countries I really wanted to go to. And now, cut to here I am having worked with those tourism boards and like I have a selfie with the president of Uzbekistan. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I think to answer your question without beating around the bush too much, I've always loved traveling. And how do I sustain it? I think just by constantly, going to different places and trying new different things. So I always love traveling alone, or max to max, I'll just take one more person with me because then you're kind of forced to get out there and meet different people and make new friends and work with different people. So I've worked with photographers and videographers all over the world, which is a very enriching experience. And I think I'm very blessed that I got the opportunity to do that. And the third part of your question as to where I want to go next, listen, I have been kept like held back in harnesses for way too long because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I think wherever I get to travel, like I was shooting in Tamil Nadu for Incredible India. And there was another project that I'm working on. I was in Kashmir. But apart from that, I think to travel, I think anywhere, yaar, wherever I get a chance to go, मैं तो भाग जाऊंगी.
All right. So I'm going to move on to my last segment. And working together for 2 seasons, I'm sure you all must have learned a lot about each other by now. So my next segment is how well do you know each other?
Love it.
Oh my.
Yes. So 3 questions for each of you. So now I'm going to first start with Barkha. So she's got 3 questions and you know the answers, obviously. So the 2 of you will have to recite your answers and Barkha will tell you if it's right or wrong. So what is Barkha's favorite food?
Food. I know the drink.
Okay.
But food. Okay, wait.
You can
I'll
say the
say
drink as well.
Yeah, you can say the drink.
Coffee, cold coffee. And food has to be, I would say, healthy, nutritious, properly cooked food. Anything. Could be anything.
Okay. What is Sejal's answer?
Yeah, drink same, cold coffee तो cheating हो जाएगी, मैं इससे उठा लूंगी ये सही वाले answers. But drink cold coffee, food, okay, I don't know if it's a favorite, but definitely most eaten by her, and also good influence on other people. Quinoa with mixed vegetables, okay, like baby corn को ऐसे slice करके पनीर थोड़ा सा and like beans and stuff अच्छे से मिला के, so that.
Okay, what's the right answer?
They are both on point. Cold coffee is something I never start my day with. If I do, God bless everyone else who meets me that day. And yes, healthy food, disciplined eating is something I've been trying to practice since a very long time.
Awesome. Okay, so they got it right.
Yeah, we both got it right.
Okay, great. What is Barkha's biggest pet peeve?
No cold coffee? Or a bad cold coffee.
Close.
Bad cold coffee.
Close.
Bad cold
Bad coffee.
Bad coffee.
Bad coffee? It's bad coffee.
There's one more thing. Let's see if you guys remember. I think I've brought this up.
Bad toilet.
100%. But I think that would be your pet peeve.
No, I won't even pee. I'm not going here. I'll look for an alternative bathroom. Okay, another. When it gets really hot while shooting and then you start sweating and then you develop these red rashes around your skin.
Not getting food on time.
Yes.
That's the one.
Close.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think both of them are like, yeah, that's very
close.
Yeah, not getting food on time. That's very weird because the other thing that was in my mind was also also chewing sounds. I can't deal with people eating at
Yeah.
Right.
I lose my appetite, I lose my patience, I lose
Really?
my manners, I lose everything. I
Yeah.
can't
I didn't know this.
deal with someone. Yeah,
I hope
making
I
sounds.
wasn't-
I
Yeah,
just
I'd have to agree with that.
I
I
hope
go
I
with
wasn't making that noise.
no, you never made. You would have known, yeah. मैं तो बोल भी देती हूँ कि listen, can you please like chew properly?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
But
Awesome.
not
So, I
bad,
mean,
yeah.
they were pretty close though.
Very. You know, Sejal,
Yeah.
you know what Kritika said? No cold coffee or bad cold coffee.
smart.
That was the easy way out. Pretty easy way out. Yeah. Well, I have a last question for Barkha. Who is Barkha's celebrity crush?
Herself.
I think it's Ranbir Kapoor.
Is it?
Shahrukh, yaar. Shahrukh.
Shahrukh.
For life.
Of course.
Like
Good choice.
for life.
Shahrukh Khan.
Of
Okay.
course. Okay, so that's done. Now we have the next round for Sejal. Yes. Okay, so first question. What is Sejal's biggest fear?
Lizard
Okay, go
or
ahead.
spider?
I think to not be able to live up to her own expectations when she's set a goal or a target. Like I've seen her get very, very worked up when she wants to go live with a video at a particular time. And no one else has told her to go live at that time for the video. But because she has taken it upon herself, I think she really fears disappointing herself.
Okay, yeah. So this is
That-
like the one question I feel all friends ask. And if you don't get it right, it's like moth for you.
Thanks,
So
Jadivya.
when is Kritika's birthday?
Oh my god.
Kritika's birthday is in May, June. I'm hyperventilating, guys.
You can't
I'll give you a
Google.
hint. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I've been always traveling on my birthday, mostly outside India.
Winter, October. October is your birthday.
No, you remember this show that we were auditioning for, and the dates couldn't match. So which
Jan.
month was it? Yeah, and now you have to guess the date. So my birthday falls 2 days before Hrithik Roshan.
मेरे को पता है, मेरे को पता है,
I was cheating.
मेरे को पता है, मेरे को पता है.
Right. All right. No worries. I think we can do the last question for Kritika.
Sorry, but
And then we can wrap it up.
9th Jan is
Yeah,
Kritika's
Yeah,
birthday.
it's the 9th Jan.
I got it in my head. मैंने बिल्कुल cheating नहीं की, guys.
Yeah, you just peeked a little bit. That's all.
Little
Small
bit.
peek.
On
Yeah.
camera.
Okay, last question to Kritika. What does she like the most? Sweet or savory food?
She's not much of a sweet person, Kritika. She really enjoys savory food.
All right. So I think we have our answer. Is she
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Absolutely right. Okay. Thank you so much. I loved all of your answers, and this was an absolute honor. It was fun. So thank you.
Thank
And
you, Divya.
Thanks. Divya.
We all had a lot of fun. Of course.
yeah, agreed. Thank you so much.